Alright, all you slackers. Hey, this is a Zephyr that I just got done for a company out of Virginia that is using it to test avionics. They are going to put sensors and all kinds of stuff on and off this airplane. They'll be able to cut and put stuff where they want it, or they can just mount it to the surface. It's going to be a truck, basically, for testing purposes. So what I've done is I wanted to kind of show you guys how the control surfaces go on these, because everybody's always asking me, how are you putting the control surfaces on? So basically what I've done is I went through with the wood and I painted the wood. And while it was still wet, I went through and wiped it off. So I basically stained the wood with the red paint. After I stain the wood with the red paint, I'll go through and take some rags and wipe the paint off. And then after the paint's off and dry for an hour or so, I will cover them in laminating film. Once they are covered in laminating film, I will take just some cheesy transparent tape, maybe from Walmart or something, and I'll pre-tape the hinges on. You can see that I've put, I've back taped it on both sides, on the top and on the bottom, and I've gone through and back taped it on both sides. So basically after that is done and everything is on nice and square, I will take 3M mailing and storage tape, and I will put a strip of the 3M mailing and storage tape 1/3 onto the Elevon. Basically, like when I run the tape across, it'll be about 1/3 on the Elevon, and 2/3 of the tape will be on the actual airplane itself. So basically, I'll have a strip on here to where 2/3 of it is on the wing, 1/3 is on the Elevon, and I'll do the top, and then I'll flip it over nice and square, and then I will literally tape this Elevon down to the lid, and then I will go ahead and back tape it, and go ahead and put the 1/3 here, and then the other third will be on the basically bottom of the wing, but I'll go ahead and back tape this root with this. So basically, if you go through and pre-tape these hinges on with the smaller tape and get it all nice and straight, then you can come across and put the storage tape on there. But basically, this wing's just going to be a truck. It's got some nice digital servos in it. Painted it some colors to where they can see it really well, because these guys are not flying this one FPV. If anything, it's going to be something that's going to be taken up to some altitude and flown around with some sensors and some avionics sensors and stuff. So that's the bottom, that's the top, and here's the bottom. I didn't do anything crazy, but I wanted it to be able to be seen from a distance. So I basically painted it kind of like a camo brown on the bottom, just the color, the camo brown color. And before I did that, I got the wingtips nice and green, and then I put a nice fluorescent stripe between them. So nothing too fancy, just a utility plane. The airplane has been actually glassed with 3M90 and right weave back to about this point, just from this point here forward, just to give it some durability and some area around and underneath the battery to where it's stronger, because this thing is going to be taking like 4S 3000s in there, and they are going way up to the front. I took 2 pieces of strip fiberglass, and put them in the nose on each side of the battery bay before I did the battery bay, and then I cut right up to them. So the edge of the battery bay literally is coming to the corners on each side. So, and then I'm going to put some nice big flat disc rare earth magnets or some Velcro pads in here. This thing has huge area for all their sensors and all their gear. And I also made some short entrances for the servo wires, so if they need to cut and put any sensors anywhere, they can basically cut wires out and laminate over them or whatever they need to do, and you won't even be able to tell. So that's the lowdown, guys. Hope you like it. Just another Zephyr I've been working on for a while, and I've been having a problem getting my flat plate motor mounts. The guy's 3 weeks behind, so any of you guys got any orders that's slacking, it's not because I don't have them done, it's because somebody else is slacking. Alright guys, later.